Ram said, Lord, tell me, how does the light of the infinite consciousness shine before the creation commences and after the creation has been dissolved? And how does it shine with the division? There's consciousness how it appears to be, and there's consciousness how it is. When we think about consciousness, it comes and goes. We fall asleep. We can become unconscious, not just metaphorically but literally. There are periods of blackness. We come to. We become conscious. We become conscious as we grow up in this life. Consciousness fades in and out. So it seems I think this is what Ram's asking about. Before the creation commences, we can understand this in lots of different ways. We can understand it literally, or in terms of spiritual practice, or in terms of just waking up, in terms of coming to, and then we fall asleep. We go out of consciousness into deep sleep. So where's the light of consciousness then? And what we've got here, what we're approaching here as we come towards the end of the Yoga Vasistha, is one of the final boundaries of the discriminations that we make. We make this discrimination between consciousness and unconsciousness. And this is one discrimination that we need to go beyond. Vasistha said, Behold the light of consciousness within yourself by yourself. Such a powerful statement. That's where the answer lies. Light is experienced only in relation to another. Since in the beginning there was no such division or duality, let this light be experienced within yourself. What Ram's doing is what consciousness always does. It projects away from itself. Light shines away from itself. Light goes out from itself. It goes into the past, into the future. It goes out there, out there. This is when consciousness seems to move between consciousness and unconsciousness. But when you behold the light of consciousness within yourself, by yourself, when you bring that light back here, when you come back to the source of that light, when you're letting this light be experienced within yourself, then you realize that this light itself is the seer, sight, and the seen, just like the dream experience. That light of consciousness itself shines in the beginning of creation as that creation. The one consciousness shines as the three, the subject, the object, and the experienced. And in the beginning of creation it appears to be creation, such is its very nature, that it shines as it shines. We realize consciousness free from any notion of unconsciousness. Such is its very nature that it shines as it shines. This is what allows everything to be. It's like space. Without awareness, without consciousness, there would be nothing. It's in the same way as we see that a dream is pure consciousness. Without consciousness, there would be no dream. Such is the experience also of dreams and daydreams or hallucinations. The light of consciousness thus shines in these also. What shines as the world in space, without beginning and without end, is this light of consciousness. The emanation of its light shines as these universe. In this light, there is no unconsciousness. This light of consciousness shines naturally in us, the enlightened ones, without the division of the subject and the object. So this is just being open to the light, beholding the light of consciousness within yourself, by yourself. This is enlightenment. In the beginning of creation, however, there was no subject and there was no object. Somehow this ignorant division has arisen, like the false appearance of a man in a tree trunk. On account of this perception of division in the beginning, such a division has continued to be experienced. But since there is no cause for such a division, it is clear that even now only the light of consciousness shines as all this. There's no arguing with this, is there? There is only this light. The light of consciousness, the light of awareness, the source. There is neither a waking state, nor a dream state, nor even a deep sleep state. So we've gone beyond this discrimination. This discrimination between consciousness and unconsciousness. If you like, you can describe these states as states of cognition, various degrees of cognition. And this is what's usually meant by states of consciousness. Consciousness has no states. There are states of cognition, but consciousness is simply consciousness. Consciousness is this light. Throughout it is only Brahman that shines from the very beginning of creation. That Brahman considers this universe as its own body. What is known as the world is non-different from Brahman. The relationship we have with our body is worth contemplating. We feel we've got this intimate connection with our body, and yet it's got nothing to do with us. This is how consciousness works.